I apologize in advance if I sound super tired, but no script, doing this right off the cuff. It is super late, but my father and I just got back from the San Francisco Sonic Symphony, and it was absolutely fantastic. I had a phenomenal time. We both did. The crowd was electric. I can't wait to talk about it, but the venue was great. The performances were great. So this is kind of a quick video about me just talking about the experience and what it was like to go to one of these Sonic Symphonies and why I absolutely recommend it if you have the opportunity to try to go to one of these. So we went to the one in San Francisco. We got to Davie Symphony Hall and it was great. They had Sonic themed margaritas ready to go at the bar. It was awesome. The venue was super pretty. The seats were comfy. And then we just jumped right into it with Act 1 being a bunch of various orchestral medleys from the Genesis era, Mania, and then some really interesting new medleys that weren't in the 30th anniversary special. We got a Rooftop Run medley, this Fusion Planet Wisp Aquarium Park medley, and a Sonic Frontiers medley, and they were all so good. And I love that the first hour in Act 1 with the various medleys just kind of got everyone engaged. Like the way that this crowd reacted to moments, because there was a big screen that had footage from various games going on in the background, and I love that people reacted to it. They laughed at it, they cheered at it. I love just how emotive everyone was with the screen alongside the performances. And then we get an intermission, we go into Act 2, and Act 2 is just perfect. Like, they covered so many vocal tracks from across the series. They got so many of the heavy hitters, and just massive kudos to Casey Williams. I know that for other Sonic Symphonies, they've had Dave Vives and they've had Johnny Gioeli at a few of them. They had Kellen Quinn at the LA one, but they brought in Casey Williams for this one in the Seattle show, and she just crushed it. It didn't matter what type of track it was, if it was a Crush 40 classic, if it was Endless Possibility, like didn't matter what the song was, she just slayed everything and did such a good job. I am super hoping that at some point in the future, both Dave and Casey can be in Sonic music going forward. I just need both of them to do vocal tracks because they have been absolutely killing it for the symphony, and I would love to hear them more in this franchise going forward. They have been fantastic. And then Jun Senoue, of course, doing guitars, and to see Jun live shredding it is just one of the coolest experiences. I've loved this man's music forever, and to see him just perform live and be in his element and thank the people of the Bay Area, because he lived in San Francisco for a little bit and he talked about how it was a second home and how it was really nostalgic for him to come back, and it was just super sweet. I can't truly explain how electric it was to be in this crowd for Act 2. Every single song, this crowd was going crazy, word for word. They knew these songs, they knew these lyrics. People were waving their lighters in the air for Reach for the Stars. You could feel the theater shaking for Undefeatable and Break Through It All, City Escape, and Live and Learn. And when they got to that encore and it crescendos at the end, This was just a phenomenal night, one that I will never forget, and not just for me, not just for the people that were there, but also it's awesome to experience this with my dad, who just has a massive love of music, and to have another memory that I get to cherish with him as well. If you have an opportunity to go to one of these Sonic Symphonies, if it is in your state or if it is in your country, please try your best to go to one of these. If you love this franchise, if you love this music in any capacity, you owe it to yourself to try to go to one of these. I promise you, you will have a fantastic time. And now I'm just gonna rewatch and relive some of the moments that I got to record, and I really need to set up a playlist for my dad so that I could get him some good Jun Senoue jams. The Sonic Symphony was magical, and I implore you, if you love the music of this franchise, please try to go to one if you can. Let me know down below if you have been to a Sonic Symphony, if you would like to go to a Sonic Symphony, and just for the question of the day, what is your favorite Sonic track? It can be a level theme, it can be a vocal theme. What is your all-time favorite? Love y'all, have a blessed one, and I will see you all next week to talk about Sonic Prime Season 3.